Hey, I'm Reagan Jackson, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right, we're talking to rising stars in our communities who are doing big things and living what, KT?
Big dreams.
B-I-G. And oh my goodness, today we got a walking bucket. I'm telling y'all, this is one of the dopest hoopers in the FW Metroplex. I'm telling y'all, this girl is about to be a future star. We are talking to 5'9" combo guard. Not one, not two, not three, but four-time district MVP. That's right, we got a Kennedale High. Make some noise. Reagan Jackson, welcome to the show. How you doing, Reagan?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
Hey, everybody else talking about MJ. I'm out here in these streets talking about RJ. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, listen, if this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome to the platform. What took you so long? We here now. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, OG Louisiana, Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the head coach, the quiet storm, KT. How you living, Kev?
B. Jones, whenever I see green and white and I see the words Kennedale, it takes me back to my middle school days as a middle school coach. Because I received the worst whooping I have ever gotten from a Kennedale middle school team. So, but yeah, I'm great, B. Jones. We got Reagan on the show, man. Let's go. I just had to get that off my chest, man. It's just been sitting there for a while.
Hey, Reagan, we're about to get to your story, but before we do, we got to pay the bills, all right? Listen, if this is your first time watching the show, hey, hang out with us the whole way. It goes a long way to helping out the platform. And don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. We on some positivity. We ain't on that fighting and controversy and cussing. So we need y'all. I know it's 2 million people out there that'll show some love to some positivity, some inspirational stories. So on the count of 3, in Sports Life Talk tradition, Kennedale, show us who got the loudest and proudest high school in the DFW market. And we need y'all to smash that subscribe button. Reagan, you smiling. I'm telling you, Reagan has smiled more on this show than she's ever did on the basketball court. Because y'all know why? Ain't nothing smiling on that basketball court. Don't let that smile fool y'all. Don't let it fool y'all at all. All right, Reagan, is Kennedale rocking with us? Are they going to smash the subscribe button? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. Around here, we don't do fans, we don't do followers, we only do family members. So if you smash that subscribe button, welcome to the family. I am your play cousin. All right, without further ado, Kevin, have you ever seen somebody drop 48 in the game?
Yeah, I do it all the time, B.
We ain't talking about 2K, bro. We ain't talking about 2K. All right, Reagan, heat them up. All right, let's go. Sports Life Talk initiation.
All right, Reagan, to initiate you into the SLT family, got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay, so it got to be in any order? Or I got to be top? Okay, so Kanye West for sure, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Lil Baby, and Tupac. You know, to bring it back.
Reagan, first off, I think we hit 3. I think we hit or 2. I know. I'm a Kanye West fan, old and new.
Yes.
And You said Lil Wayne. That's the original Louisiana animal.
Louisiana F baby and F.
Don't forget the F, all right? And then you threw out a little bit of more Louisiana. You should. Hey, let's go ahead and call Kim Mulkey and get you to LSU. Is it too late?
Yes, it's too late. She's going to Cincinnati. Goodness. All right, Reagan. So what we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5. And you said Pac. That's my favorite of all time. So you said she's a 4-time MVP?
4-time MVP.
Now, I know you went to Louisiana, but I want to see if you can add. So 5 plus 4 is what?
That's 9, man.
Give a 9. That was a dope. And then she just crushed my initiation so far, B. Jones. So I'm kind of in my feeling. You know how I feel about Kennedale? Because I suffered the worst whooping as a coach ever. Like 2 years ago.
You about to get another one because she doing this without a ball in her hand. Let's put a ball in her hand.
Hey, Reagan, it was so bad. I called B. Jones on the way home. I was like, man, you ain't gonna believe what just happened to me, man. I just got stumped. But it's not about me, it's about you. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
Spider-Man, because he's the neighborhood hero.
Okay. Yeah, he represent the high schoolers. You know what? I'm gonna give some love to Spider-Man, but hey, Spider-Man is he toxic though. We'll talk about that later on another episode.
Toxic.
Well, Reagan, the reason he says it is because he starts all the problems and then he has to go and finish everything.
Yeah,
if you got a big heart though, so you gotta give it to him. Like.
Yeah, he does have a big heart, but he also gets in big trouble too. All right, since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Black Skinhead, for sure. By Kanye West.
She was ready for you, KT. Okay.
You know what? Coach Jackson got her right. Yes. You imagine how episode gonna be, B. Jones, if her daughter's doing this? I don't stand a chance. All right. So if you can chat with anyone for a week and learn from them, they could be either dead or alive. Who would it be and why?
Kobe. Definitely. Just because, like, his grind and like his mentality is just like mine. It's like a mirror. So rest his soul, but it would definitely be him.
You know what? I'm gonna give. I told you, Reagan, I wasn't gonna talk about that game because it didn't turn out the way. But I am gonna say one thing about that game. On the post game, you shared some time with your team for a little while. You came out there to the and you start circling. Everybody's just showing you love, and through the middle of this crowd, Reagan looks over to her trainer. She said, I see you in a couple of days. The trainer like, nah, Reagan, you're taking 2 weeks off. You need to take Reagan like, nah, I'm ready to go back in the gym tomorrow. I got something to prove. That's that Mamba mentality. So when she tell y'all that Kobe mirrors her, after a loss, ended her high school career, it wasn't nothing but about official business. She was ready to go. It wasn't about, hey, I ain't out here crying and I ain't out here sad. I'm ready to go to work and take my talents to Cincinnati. So I just want to give you your roses on that, little sis, because that's a true story, ladies and gentlemen. Ask anybody out there on that court. That's a true story.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. So if you're watching this, and we hope you are, please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave us your top 5 music artists, your theme song, and your favorite superhero in our comments. So please allow me to reintroduce our newest family member, Reagan Jackson. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Man, you say the newest family member. Man, this is the newest family. The Jacksons might be the SLT family royalty or something around this thing. This is part 1 of Jackson. We got 3 parts. We got Reagan 1. We got the mama coming, and Kenzie. Don't look now. Her little sister is top 25 in the state for the class of 2026. So y'all, this Jackson family, it's a family affair. So we got to talk about that. When did you fall in love with basketball, Reagan? When did you start picking up the ball, playing? How did you become this monster that you are?
Okay, so both of my parents played college, and when I was born, the first pair of shoes they put on me was Jordan. So I just think it was instilled in my blood. But I first picked up a ball, like, really when I was probably 4 years old, because that's when I started playing, like, CYA and the Little League. I was in soccer too, but I just fell in love with the game.
So you was in soccer, Reagan? I noticed that most of these all-stars that we talk to, they play dual sports, whether it be tennis, volleyball, soccer, something that they do that. All right, so when did you realize that RJ was different? When did you realize, like, I can get a bucket on this young lady in front of me and really put it on her head? and I think I'm about to do that.
Yeah, I think that would be my 5th grade summer. So that's when I started playing AAU, was around 4th and 5th grade. But that summer we actually started traveling, and we actually ended up winning the nationals in Louisiana. I don't remember what the name was, but it was like Battle of the Bayou or something like that. And I just remember like going in, everybody was like, they gonna lose. They're not gonna win. It's a new team. Like, they're not ready for this. Their first round of nationals. And I was like, y'all don't know us. Like, you just gonna say we gonna lose like that? I just remember it made me so mad because I was like, bro, like what? Like, you've never even seen us play before. And so I went in with that chip on my shoulder. I just started knocking teams down, and we played this team from Louisiana actually, and they were called the Lady Blues. And that was like the first time I heard like crowds like talking trash to me. And I was like, what is this? And like the other girls like on my team, like they were kind of hesitant. They was like crying. I was like, nah, y'all not gonna see me cry. And so I just started doing my thing. Like, I ended up being the leading scorer in that game, and then we went to championship, won the championship, and that's when everybody was like, dang, Reagan's not like, and I was like, I've been trying to tell y'all, like, I'm not normal. Like, this is what I do. So.
I trying to tell you might be from Louisiana, little Cincy. you got that mud mentality. So because I'm glad you talked about that trash talking, because you let them have it on the court. Like you be out there chirping, and it's the thing. It's one thing for somebody to be chirping and they can't do it like a Patrick Beverly. Like everybody like, Patrick Beverly, go sit down. But when Reagan Jackson tell you what she about to do, you literally go and do it, and you go get that bucket, and you a terrorist out there on that court. Where does that moxie come from? Where does that swagger come from? That confidence? You gonna have it.
Yeah, I really like. It's always been like this. Even when I was in soccer, like I just feel like if you're gonna be soft playing a sport, you shouldn't be playing it. Like, and I take what I do very seriously. It's not just a sport to me. Like, this is my job. This is my passion, and I go hard about what I care about, regardless of what it is. So when I'm on the floor and you're challenging me and what I do, I'm gonna make you question your life every single time. That's just how it goes. So that's just where it comes from.
And you gonna have to question it. You better be about that action if you see this young lady on the other side of this thing. So Reagan, what would you call your game strengths? Like, what if somebody was to ask what type of player is Reagan Jackson? What would you say are your 2K badges or your 2K attributes?
I mean, the words that everybody uses for me, just an aggressive dog. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, offensively, defensively, like mentality wise, like I'm on like the next level every single time. So that's what I would use, because you have your flashy players and then you have your sharp shooters and all of that. But bottom line is I'm just RJ3, so it comes with all of it. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now you talked about, being kind of that lead dog on your team since you were in the 5th and the 6th grade. So you've been in the success in the limelight for a long time, and then you go to high school and you reproduce that success. Like I said, not but 4-time district MVP. How do you stay grounded with all this attention surrounding? Like you've been in the limelight out here in the DFW area for year after year after year. People been talking your name. People circle games when they know they got to play against Reagan Jackson and Kennedale. How do you handle that success, and how have you been able to stay grounded through all of that?
Honestly, like, I should remember where I came from, because like it wasn't always like this. Like, not everybody knew who I was. There was always, like, even my teammates that I played with, like, they got more, like, kudos than me because of their image or who they were playing with and stuff like that. And I just remember, like, I think the main turning point for me was in the 5th grade when I had got passed up for being on the top team, and they took all of my teammates and left me with the other team. And I think that was when I was like, nah, like, we not doing this. And instead of like crying about it and being upset like a normal 10-year-old would, I was just like, okay, so when I see you, I'm gonna show you what you're missing out on. And ever since then, like, I just always have that 5th grade mentality. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm at USA and this and underrated with Stephen Curry. Like, those are all great, and I'm glad I got the opportunities. But at the end of the day, like, somebody's always trying to be better than me. I just refuse to let that happen. So I just keep working like I'm the worst person on the court.
That coach looks so dumb right now. I hope it wasn't your mama, because man,
I wasn't my mama.
whatever coach took all of them other players, my God, dog, that has to be the worst coach in the DFW area. Reagan, now we know you serious on the court. We know you got this. Hey, look, we gonna be friends. We gonna dap up after this game, but right now you my enemy. But how would your teammates describe you? Like, what is Reagan Jackson like in the locker room, on the practice courts, in the classroom? How would your teammates describe you?
Okay, so I don't know if y'all watched The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. How that said, like, his teammates would be like, dang, he used to bully me and stuff like that. So, I mean, they know at the end of the day I have their best interests. I love them to death. Like, my teammates, they're literally like my family. Like, none of this would be without them. But when that practice on that floor, like, it's business. Like, and they know that. Like, I can be your friend at the end of the day, but when we on the court, like, it's time to go. So I'm gonna be talking stuff. I'm gonna be in your ear because that's what your opponent is gonna do. So I'm gonna push you to the best that you can be, but at the same time, I'm gonna let you know, like, it's go time. Like, we gotta get this together if you messing up. So, I mean, they'll probably say, like, just a battle axe, a leader. Definitely. I was captain for all 4 years at Kennedale, and like my new AAU team this last year, I was a captain on there. Like, as soon as they brought me in, I was a new on Lady Jet. I was a new piece. Like, there's people that's been there for years, and as soon as I got there, Jason was like, "No, you captain." And like, it just, I take that, like, and I understand what that means to him. Like, this is coming from Jason Terry, like a Hall of Famer type player. So I'm like, bro, like, he sees that in me, and I take that, like, for real. So I do what I'm supposed to do.
Well, so we talked about this thing being a family affair. So how do you balance that with your baby sis? Because let's just be real, she just not starting her dog. She you over there, you know what I'm saying? So 𝐤𝐤𝐬 is coming up, and hey, 𝐤𝐤𝐬 got out there and got loose in the playoff game too. You've clearly pushed her, but how do you balance that big sis with I love you, but look, I'm a dog. Like, how do you balance that family dynamic?
See, with 𝐤𝐤𝐬 knows how I am because she's been in my life for 16 years. She's 16 years old, so she understands, like, what it is, what this means to me, and she grew up with me. She seen what I've been through and all that, so she respects me on the court. Now, y'all think I'm a dog and I'm crazy. 𝐤𝐤𝐬 is crazy. Like, she's really sweet and all of that, but like on that floor, like, I'm so glad she's my teammate, because if she was my opponent, bro, like, you see, like, that is like a Dennis Rodman reincarnated.
Dennis Rodman, hey, she found out, Reagan. We needed her at the end of the game to win. She found out. I was like, oh, she was out there going though. You know what's crazy? Hey, shout out to 𝐤𝐤𝐬. I can't wait to have her on the show. I didn't know 𝐤𝐤𝐬 was a freshman. I thought she was like a junior. You were a senior. Man, she was out there playing with the big dogs, going hard. She was going hard. All right, so this is the moment we got to show everybody. Let's hey, move the house for a second. You're going a long way from home, baby sis. Tell us what that recruitment process was like, and why did you choose the University of Cincinnati?
Honestly, like, it all happened so fast. Like, when I also got my first offer, like, immediately after that, like, everybody started coming in, and it was just, nobody tells you, like, how stressful the recruiting process is, because, like, you have, especially when you're blessed enough to have as many offers as I did, just because, like, you have multiple phone calls, multiple personalities you have to get to know, like,
yeah.
For me, I don't really believe in the transfer portal, so for me, it was like, wherever I go, like, you're gonna be here for the next 4 years, like, that's who you're gonna be with for the next 4 years. So Cincinnati, they were literally, like, I think they were my last offer, actually. Like, I got them at the end of July. It was after the California tournament. And I remember Coach B had called me, and I was like, usually when I was on the phone with other coaches, like, it's just like business. But when I was on the phone with her, I was like, this is like a family type vibe. Like, just instantly, like, it felt different than the last calls I've been on. And then when I went on the visit, like, everybody was like, it's so far from home, like, you're 17 hours away. But when I was there, like, I didn't miss home. Like, I just thought I was home. So I instantly knew, I was like, this is a place for me. Like, I'm going to come here and I'm going to be perfectly fine. It doesn't matter that it's far away, because this is where I want to be. This is where my heart says is home. So after that, I just made my commitment.
What was your relationship with the other teammates that are coming in with you to Cincinnati? Do you know those young ladies already? Have y'all DM'd and texted and kind of formed a bond already?
Yes, so one of their freshmen, and she's amazing. Her name's Reagan Jackson. I actually knew her through AAU. So when she was there, that's who I was with most of the time. She showed me the road to Cincinnati. So and we have a great relationship. She's a very cool person, a great athlete. So we were already cool off the jump. And then all their team is so welcoming, and I just love all of them. Their personalities. Everybody, there's different personalities, but they all have the same goal there. So they were all welcoming. They all told me they want to be there, and they showed me fun and all that other stuff. So I just love all of them, man. The Bearcats is a great family, and I'm glad I'm being a part of it.
Do you know who Nick Van Exel is? I asked you this backstage. I told you not to answer it. All right. Nick Van Exel is my favorite Cincinnati Bearcat of all time. I think they had, did they have Kenyon Martin as well, KT? Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin.
Yep. Hey, Cincinnati that has some great ball players coming out of that university. What are you planning on majoring in while you at school?
Criminology.
Lord have mercy. So you gonna get off the quest, start locking folks up. You gonna lock them up on the quest. You coming out gonna be a district attorney or something. Help us all. And she already told you she a dog, so that's gonna be crazy, Reagan. When do you leave to go to Cincinnati?
June 8th, I believe.
June 8th. That's gonna be here before we know. We gotta get you a little box fridge and everything. It's time for you to get on the road. All right, last question, Reagan. 2,539 points. Is that what you finished your career with?
No, it was 2,938. I think I was.
Who's counting? Who's counting, right? 2,900 points. That is absolutely nuts. What are you gonna miss most about playing in the high school game out here in the DFW area and being part of Kennedale's program? What are you gonna miss the most?
Just the ambiance. There's nothing like high school rivalries. It's different, man. The 4 years you being in the varsity locker room, the bus rides, it's so different. So I'm just gonna miss that, the competition, everybody coming out, all my family coming out, and definitely the trash talkers and shutting them up. It's so different, high school. So I'm gonna miss that a lot.
Well, without a doubt, I'm so glad I got the opportunity to see you play. She hit my first high school half-court shot. I'm talking about before going in the halftime, that thing was splash. Rick, I was looking at it, I was like, I think this shot might have a chance. It got to that free throw line. I said, this thing for the splash. Everybody in the audience was like,
yeah.
It went absolutely nuts. I ain't gonna call out KT, but what were you? Never mind. KT! He know what he was doing. Welcome to the championship rounds, Reagan. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We go 1-on-1, and you are now officially calling all the shots. Have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
Yes, sir.
All right, so rules are super simple. Both KT and I will make a pitch. Whichever one of those pitches or scenarios that most relate to you, you select it, and that host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And for those of you who are keeping up with us, we just had a Texas Tech commit on the show, and Kevin won. So I already know he's about to try to reproduce success in round 3 with that same pal. But I got some heat. I got some true heat for you today. So KT, you are the 2-time defending champ, man. Kick it off. Let's go.
And I do want to defend myself. What I was doing when she shot that half-court shot, at that time, my wife sent me a text making sure I made it to the game okay, B. Jones. So what do you have to say now?
No, hey, she calls you to miss probably one of the greatest high school
players. I did just like this. Oh, I was like, what? Oh, I apologize. We're not going to admit that, B. Jones. You shady.
You did it. Yeah, that was shady. All right, I had to rattle you. That's Reagan told me don't take no prisoners. I had to rattle you before this part of the competition. All right, let's go. All right, round number 1.
She also preached Mamba mentality, B. Jones, so I'm not shaking. So,
nice try.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, so she like that, B. I got you. All right, Reagan. Would you rather hit the game-winning bucket in the semi-championship game, but you don't know if Cincinnati will win the national championship, or
would you rather be a top 3 named, drafted in the 2028 WNBA draft?
I'm left.
To the Indiana Fever. Out of Cincinnati, Reagan Jackson.
I'm gonna have to go with hitting the game winner, but let me tell you why though. I'm gonna be the number one draft regardless. So I'm gonna have to go with hitting the game winner.
She's gonna be the number one pick regardless. Okay. All right. I love that. I love that swagger. I got to remember who I'm talking to. Let me approach this next part a little bit different. All right, come on, let's go.
All right. Would you rather host your own food show where you travel the world interviewing athletes and celebrities as they take you to their favorite places to eat in their hometowns, or
would you rather have Netflix follow you around for 4 years, every year, documenting your journey through Cincinnati? And we're going to call it the Reagan mentality, mud mentality or something like that. But you got a Netflix special that's coming on 4 seasons of following you around college basketball.
Definitely the Netflix special, just because of branding and because I want to share my journey and my life story. So definitely the Netflix special. That would be pretty dope.
All right. Well, this is the part of the show. Let me stretch for a second. All right, so round 3, we're going to take it to the sneaker game, Reagan. So for those of you who don't know, Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Kevin and I, we go live. We just have a fun show. It's sports, yeah, but then we talk about life, pop culture. Part of that show, I release a new pair of sneakers every week that everybody need to run out and cop. We call it the drop, okay? So since both Kevin and I are sneakerheads, we know we seen your feet, right? You came out the locker room with some Currys on or something. You was clean with it, you know what I'm saying? We say, hey, why don't we give our athletes the opportunity to select the sneaker that they think represents them the most, okay? So on the count of 3, you just count down to 3 and you say, hold that sneaker. Both Kevin and I are going to pick up a pair of sneakers and show them on the screen, and you have to select whichever one of those sneakers that represents you the most. Now, whichever pair you select, that host will not only win this point, but win this game, all right? So you ready, Reagan? So just count it down, say hold that sneaker, and we gonna go with it, all right? Let's go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hold that sneaker. Ooh.
I went Ferrari 14s.
I gotta go with the 14s. I'm sorry. I have to go with the 14s.
Hey, Big before you celebrate, I know you won, but since you had brought it up on the show, I was gonna bring these out.
Ooh. Yeah, them clean.
See, I was gonna bring those out, but since you already mentioned on the show which one I gonna bring out, I did it. But congratulations, B. Jones.
Reagan and new Sports Life Talk champion. Hey, we did this with Kennedale to Cincinnati, baby. Hey, it feels still kind of heavy. I'm going to hold on to it for a couple of more games if y'all don't mind, so y'all stay locked in with us and watch my dominance continue. But Reagan, I knew you was a 14. I'm going to tell you when I knew you was going to like the 14s, because I actually had another pair of sneakers up here too, Kevin. I had some backup pair as well. When she said that when I first started playing, they put them J's on me. If she first started playing in, 14s is gonna be her thing. She a true Jordan sneakerhead. And see, everybody else, they gonna pick the ones because that's fashion. That's what's hot in the streets. But a true Jordan head is going to pick those 14s. And Reagan, you cold. You cold-blooded. All right. So the title of the show is Sports Life Talk. You got next. Everybody wanna know now, what does the future hold for you, Reagan?
I mean, the goal, honestly, is to just go into Cincinnati and be an impact player and get that Big 12 Freshman of the Year. So that's the biggest goal for me. I'm working on it now, starting 2-a-days tomorrow, actually. So these 2-a-days and this nutrition that I'm about to do, I mean, I got nothing but the opportunity.
KT, and people forgot that Cincinnati's moving to the Big 12. Look, she already told you. She going for the Big 12 Rookie of the Year. I love that, man. God, dog, I'm getting hyped.
Will that be next year?
Or that's going to be next year. Cincinnati coming next year.
Oh, we definitely going to be able to check out the game, B.
Yeah.
Half our conference in Texas, so y'all ain't got no excuse. Man, I'll put y'all on the list.
Oh, please do. All right. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Definitely. My moms and my pops, for sure. They've always been here for me. All my siblings, my teammates. I love all y'all. my trainers, Coach Stoke, Coach Chat, Coach Tony. None of this would happen without y'all. Like, y'all been developing my game for the longest. Thank all of y'all. And my AAU coaches, Coach Jet and Coach Randall. Thank y'all, too.
All right, Reagan. So this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Reagan, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
Cordell Jefferson from Martin High School. That's my boy. He went through the same thing that I went through. He's a Houston commit. He's going to U of H, so he got next for sure.
You know what's funny? No, you know what's funny about that? He went to the middle school that I work at now in Arlington.
Is he the one that one that blew your team out that you got PTSD over? Is he the one that blew your team out?
That's totally different. Stop bringing it up. I'm something different. No, but the teachers there at Bowles Middle School, they love
he went to Bowles. Mm-hmm.
They love him. They talk about this dude all the time. I'm trying to get him on the show, so I'm glad you did that.
Yes.
All right, Cordell, you are on the clock. We will be reaching out to you. You are up next, man, to tell your story, your remarkable journey with Reagan Jackson. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling y'all, if y'all had seen her play, you wouldn't have known that this young lady was so charismatic, so locked in, so dialed in. You are intense. You are a trailblazer. I love your energy. I love your tenacity, your ability to push through. Reagan Jackson, you deserve a yeet. Because you got next. Sports Like Talk Nation. This is why we do it. Y'all rock with us. Lock in with your boys. All right, stop playing with us and start praying with us. 2023, I'm telling you, we going places. This show is going crazy. The athletes, the content, the quality, it's all there. You got no reason why you're not locking in and subscribing and showing us some love. Share this episode. Let's help Reagan and her mission to Cincinnati. Let's help get this thing kicked off right. She deserves some NIL money. And that's what we're here for. We want to start this branding. Let's start this. Let's start getting her some revenue brought in. I don't know what we gonna market. I don't know. We need to market like a pair of some icy hot. You know what I'm saying? Something like that for Reagan because she gonna heat them up. I don't know, Kevin. You come up with something better.
I can come up with something better than that. That's the old folks, B.
Athletes use icy hot.
How many young athletes you know use icy hot?
We're gonna get her like some tape with some 3-point tape, some finger tape or something. We're gonna figure you out in NIL product. Hey, check this out. If you ain't already smashed that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. We go live every Wednesday night, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I said, come hang with us. We all about engagement. If y'all see us, Kennedale, we coming back. We got to see 𝐤𝐤𝐬, so we coming back to another game. Hopefully, we gonna wait till Reagan come back home like during the November playoffs or something, and then she can sit with us so we can chill out. Y'all come show us some love. And I don't know, Kevin. I'm just happy. I'm just super excited right now. I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, we got a brand new website. SLTyougotnext.com. Go to the website. You can nominate someone. If you feel like you know somebody that's dope enough to be on the show, go to the nomination tag, tag that person in, let us know about them, and we gonna reach out to them and see if they worthy of being on the show. All right, you got a part in this, and now you can play that role. Okay, all right, KT, I'm done talking, man. I'm super excited. You close us out, bro.
I'm like Kobe, man. I'm ready for the next game of championship rounds. I've already moved on. I'm ready to go. Reagan, thank you so much for rocking with us. You're dope. Your energy is amazing. And whatever you need from us, please let us know. We got you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Reagan, shoot that half-court shot one more time for me.
I got you.
Sports Like Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another because together we are better, and keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
It was crazy is I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, it's a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking sports life, talking this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sports life, talking this.